Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be looking at simultaneous linear quadratic equation, and that is an equation that involves one linear equation and one quadratic equation. But there's no how we can study or go into simultaneous linear quadratic if we don't remember our simultaneous equation, the one we did in JS3 and probably JS2. So now we are going to start from simultaneous equation we learned in our JS3, and that will serve as a basis towards starting this topic, simultaneous linear quadratic equation. So now there's a problem here that we are going to solve. The problem says we should solve 3x plus 2y equal to 2 and 2x plus 3y equal to minus 7. Remember, this is a revision class for us. I'm doing this class for those persons who still can't solve simultaneous equation. So now there are two methods of solving simultaneous equation. It's either you use your elimination method or you use your substitution method. I'm going to teach the two methods so that we can all refresh our brain, because I know that some of us have forgotten. So let's start with the elimination method for now. So we are going to use the elimination method to solve this. So let's call this one equation 1. Let's call this one equation 2. Now, what do we do in elimination method? What we do is this: we try to make sure that one of the variable is having the same coefficient, undermining the sign. Okay, so it's either you choose your x or you choose your y, but make sure that they both have the same coefficient. So if I'm choosing x, I'm going to make sure that my variables, my x here and my x in equation 2, will have the same coefficient. In this case now, they are having different coefficients. This one is having 3, this one is having 2. So I want them to have the same coefficient, and the only way you can do that is to take the coefficient of 2 to multiply equation 1 and take the coefficient of 3 to multiply equation and take the coefficient of 1 to multiply equation 2. You can see now I've taken this coefficient here 2. Now I've put it here. I'm going to use it now to times everything. I've taken this coefficient 3 here, I'm putting it here. I'm going to use it to times everything in equation 2. So that is how to do it. So now let's go 2 times 3x, 6x, 2 times 2y, 4y, 2 times 2, 4. Can you see that? So let me call this equation 3. Let's be naming every equation we have. 3 times 2x, 6x, 3 times 3y, 9y, 3 times minus 7, minus 21. Let's call this equation 4. Now, what can you notice now? Can you see now that we are now having the same coefficient for x here, 6, 6. This is what we need in elimination method. In elimination method, we always want a situation whereby we are having the same coefficient, irrespective of the sign, whether they are having plus sign or minus sign, it doesn't matter. But what we need is we want to see the same value, either 6, 6 or 7, 7 or whatsoever. We want to see the same value as coefficient in the two equations. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now, since I'm having the same coefficient here, 6, 6, I'm going to subtract. So let's subtract now. So I'm going to do equation 3 minus equation 4. That's what I'm going to do now. So let's go 6x minus 6x. That gives us 0. So this is why it is called elimination method, because we have eliminated x. Now let's go again. 4y minus 9y will give us minus 5y. Let's go 4 minus 21 will give us plus 25. And if you divide both sides by minus 5, therefore your y is going to be what? Minus 5. When you divide 25, maybe I should even show the working. 25 divided by minus 5. So our answer is minus 5. So you can see now that we've gotten our y as minus 5. The next thing to do is to substitute. So we're going to put this y we've gotten here, this y equals to minus 5 into choose any of the equations. So let's put it into equation 1. So remember our equation 1 is 3x plus 2y. You can see the 2y here. So we're having 2. But I will no longer put this y now. I'm replacing this y by what? Minus 5. And then equal to 2. So I'm going to have 3x. 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. Then equal to 2. Let's collect like terms now. I can now take this one down here. If this minus 10 comes here, it becomes plus 10. And then I'm having 3x equal to 12. If I divide both sides by 3, I'm going to have that 12 divided by 3, and that is equals to 4. So you can see now that I've gotten the two values. So we say therefore x is equals to 4 and y is equals to minus 5. So these two are the solutions to this problem. So this is how to apply the elimination method. Make sure you copy this down in your notes, okay? Remember that this is a revision class that will help us to understand how to solve simultaneous linear quadratic equation. So have a nice day.